Supreme Court Justice Hugo Black wrote, "Only a free and unrestrained press can effectively expose deception in government. Open access to public documents is essential to ensure freedom of the press at the national level, state level, and locally." Alan Hinzer reports on a tale of two cities right here in the Mid-Coast.
You know, journalists often rely on public documents and access to public officials to accurately report the news. Now, most people probably think that most cities have the same media policy. Well, they don't. In fact, right here in the Mid-Coast, we have a bit of a tale of two cities going on. In March of 2016, under the direction of then City Manager James Chaosis, the Rockland City Council voted 4-0 to approve an addition to the Rockland City Employee Handbook that reads in part, quote, "When contacted as a representative of the city by the media at work, employees must refer all calls and contacts to the city manager or assistant city manager." Veteran local reporter Steve Betts noted in the Bangor Daily News that, quote, "This is a significant departure from the past practice of Rockland, where the media could obtain information from all departments upon request." Betts went on to point out that in late June, the BDN requested standard information on new building permit applications and the agenda for an upcoming Board of Assessment meeting, and he was referred to the Assistant City Manager. Recently elected Rockland City Councilor Adam Acker noted that he feels the policy is too restrictive.
I do not support the media policy as it's written currently, no. I just became aware of the policy very, very recently, and I would eliminate that policy from the employee handbook, but I think that prohibiting city employees from, you know, having contact with the media or answering questions and diverting everything through the city manager or the assistant city manager, I think is a mistake.
Now, compare that very specific Rockland media access policy to the absence of any formal media policy in Belfast.
Bullshit.
In an email to VSTV, Belfast City Manager Joe Slocum said that he was unaware of any specific media access policy for city employees in Belfast. Slocum added, quote, "Any department head can be contacted by any media source directly and provide information back directly. It all does not go through the city manager's office. We really have not had any problems."
He is such a liar, and if you look at those pictures that he was looking at in there, those are my pictures of Seaview Terrace with all the flooding and everything and all the withholding that they've done. Lying, claiming that this was that there wasn't any water coming through here, forced water at all. And then when I tracked the water, then they claimed it was a natural outlet. And then when I proved it wasn't a natural outlet, he said it doesn't matter if it was moved, whether the stream was someplace else, is of no matter to the city. They have every right to flood Seaview Terrace. I mean, he's just a liar.
VSTV also contacted Audra Kaler-Bell, Rockland's acting city manager, to see if Rockland's media access policy has been amended since it was implemented in March. In an email response, Bell said, quote, "There have been no changes since it was approved. Our process is that staff need to at least inform someone from the city manager's office when they provide information to the press. This ensures that we're communicating effectively internally." While the Rockland media access policy remains unchanged in the employee handbook at this time, it appears that it's being interpreted a bit more loosely by acting city manager Bell than it was under city manager Chaosis. Well, to torture the tale of two cities analogy just a little bit further, for reporters we can say that it's been the best of times and the worst of times. But that story may be changing soon right here in Rockland City Hall, so stay tuned. For VSTV News, I'm Alan Hinsey.
And for Belfast, Abbie Curtis is the local reporter over here for the Bangor Daily News. After I gave her my story, she wouldn't even print it. Finally, let me shut this off. The state reporter, Tom, oh my God, I'm forgetting his name now. He finally did a story on it, but he didn't challenge City Hall either or ask for any of the proof to show that it was a natural outlet. None of the media would ask for documents to help me out. They just print whatever City Hall feeds them. So that's why they don't have any problem, because media doesn't ask. But good for you, Betts. You keep doing it for Rockland. Later.